Means of communication. Humans are social beings. Being humans, we all have many friends and relatives. Some of them may be living in other cities, and some may be living in foreign countries. So, we need to communicate with them. We communicate all the time, every day. We talk with one another and share our ideas, thoughts, and feelings. So, many millions of words are spoken every day by people. Everyone has ideas, information, thoughts, and feelings to share and tell. Sometimes, it takes too long to give information with words. That is why we have signs and symbols. They tell a lot of people the same thing at the same time. The siren of a fire engine or police van tells you there has been some mishap somewhere and you must get out of its way quickly. Traffic lights tell you to stop or go. A flag at half-mast tells you that someone important has died. People also communicate quickly without speaking a single word. You knock at the door to find out if anyone is in the room and if you may enter. By raising your hand in the class, you tell your teacher that you want to say something or ask or answer a question. Waving your hand is a way of saying hello or good, bye. These are called gestures. Feelings are sometimes difficult to put into words. We often communicate feelings by the look on our faces, smile, frown, scowl, wince, gape, etc. We act out our feelings on our faces. If you see something extraordinary, your mouth falls open and your eyes become round and glazed. You can tell when your teacher is angry just by looking at her face. Next time you sulk, look at yourself in the mirror. The way people sit, walk, and use their hands and body also tells you about their feelings. If you are bored, you may slump in your chair or yawn. If you are excited about a trip to the zoo, you may dance and jump about and not be still. Painters communicate different things through their paintings and drawings. Dancers dance to share their thoughts and feelings. Music can also communicate different ideas and feelings. Music makes a listener happy, sad, or feel like dancing. Writers and poets write stories, poems, plays, and songs about our world, friends, toys, animals, mountains, houses, oceans, rockets, stars, and lots of other things. They also write about people and their feelings. Paintings, music, and books help us to communicate with each other. So do posters, newspapers, magazines, radio, cinema, and television. They all help us to find out what is going on in the world and in other people's mind. Long ago, people learned to speak, perhaps by making sounds which they heard around them. These people also learned to write. They did it by drawing pictures on the walls of caves, on the overhanging rocks, mountains, or hillsides. There are many rock and cave paintings found all over the world, including in India. The native people of America, also known as American Indians, drew pictures on animal skins, shells, and wood. They also used fire and smoke to send messages back and forth. A fire was lit and then partly covered with wet grass to make thick smoke. Ancient Egyptians drew signs for words such as sun, moon, stars, kings, and gods. Later on, they made simple marks instead of signs. The marks became characters or letters of alphabets. They wrote with sticks on wet clay bricks. These were dried in the sun and called tablets. Even today, you can see such tablets, which are thousands of years old, in museums. Some villages built stone towers and made fires at the top to signal to other villages about an approaching danger. Huge logs were burnt near seashores to warn ships of danger. These burning logs were the first lighthouses. Now, electric lights from lighthouses flash signals to the ships on the sea. In Africa, people use drums to communicate messages. A drummer would beat out a specific rhythm to convey a certain message to the next village. Someone in that village would beat out the same message for the village beyond. Important messages could thus be safely sent over hundreds of miles. People living in that region understood this jungle telegraph, but strangers did not. Bells were also used to send messages in early times. Huge bells on towers were rung to call people together when there was some important news or danger. Some towns had a town crier. This person walked along the streets and announced the news. Kings often used a munadiwala to announce their orders to the people. This person beat on a big drum to gather people to listen. Even today, especially in small towns and villages, a munadiwala announces many events, like the coming of a circus, some meeting, or a festival or fair.